Live here. What up? What up? Today we are talking about Dragon Ball Super Superhero, the movie review. This will contain spoilers, so this is your spoiler warning now. Do not watch this video if you have not seen the movie. With all of that out of the way, we can now start the review. So let's start with animation. The animation for Dragon Ball Superhero, I would rate that an 9 or 8 out of 10. When I first saw it and the trailers, I thought to myself, why are they doing this? It's computer generated. But when you sit in the actual movie theater and you see it on a big screen, it's definitely anime. It may be anime with some rough covering 3D, but you can tell they're working on a new animation experience and they're smoothing it out, because once the fighting starts, it looks crisp. And the anime itself, even when the fighting is not going on, looks good. The only thing is I think they still need to smooth it out more. But when Gamma 2 sacrifices himself fighting Cell Max, that has to be the best looking animation I have ever seen, period, hands down. And that's one of the reasons why I give the animation an 8 or 9 out of 10, because it created a visual experience for me that I've never had watching any other anime. However, the animation is not without criticism. My two biggest problems with the animation were specifically Whis and Broly. Both of those characters looked weird. They looked off. They didn't fit in. That's my biggest criticism of the animation. But when it came to the fighting, it looked really good. And I want to say that if they can master this, they're going to be able to recreate more Gamma 2 Cell scenes and create visual experiences that only Dragon Ball Z can deliver. Let's talk about the Whis, Beerus, Vegeta, Goku, Chile, Broly scene. That scene alone felt like some of the best writing for a Dragon Ball Z movie I've ever seen. It revealed more of Beerus's personality in a very surprising way. I really went out of my way to make sure I did not watch the trailers. This is a quick sidebar. Everything that makes anime movies good as far as Dragon Ball Z is concerned, especially with the last movie, it revealed too much in the trailers. For example, Super Saiyan God Vegeta. The fact that Gogeta was going to be in the movie, period. Some of the best fight scenes between Broly and Goku and Vegeta, or Gogeta. That's something I really went out of my way to avoid. I think that also made for a much better movie experience this time around. But going back to the writing, the way that Beerus liked Chile and him putting up the protective shield while they were eating ice cream, I was really waiting for a reaction from Broly, but I guess they couldn't have had a reaction from Broly. And it also showed how interested Broly was just in fighting itself. Not that Broly was just this mad, raging person. No, Broly liked fighting. Not that we didn't get that from the last movie. So he's more interested in that than Beerus like in Chile. And just having Broly and Beerus in the same place together, and Beerus address him and Broly not say anything. I mean, just that tension. I mean, that deserves a movie by itself, so we're not going to have that. But it was very well written. Even the car scene when they're driving there and how Piccolo interacted with everybody. And this kind of turned into a Piccolo story with Gohan in the back joining us. But they did a really good job writing. I think the two characters that ended up being more interesting than I expected was Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. I think Gamma 2's death was important as far as solidifying the character and letting us know what Dragon Ball Superhero was about, because the guy that was joking the most ended up being the most serious and the most willing to make a sacrifice. And and being a superhero, and the Gamma's abilities to recognize right from wrong and make a turn. That was also very interesting. And every time someone tried to actually hurt Pam, Gohan's daughter, they would immediately speak up. There was a lot of endearing moments. And it kind of opened up the Earth Dragon Ball Z world more to see them explore it, the Red Ribbon Army. It made all for very interesting. And it was also good comedy wise. And I think that's one of the things that made it, well, there were lots of good jokes in this. Not the type that make you ha 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 ha, but like you really bugging out laughing. But there was enough to make you like giggle, laugh, whatever the case is, and give it a good head nod. There was plenty of that. So very entertaining in terms of comedy and being well written. However, the best part of the movie for me, and I can kind of say my favorite part of the movie, was Cell Max. Cell Max took the movie to a whole nother standard. Like the atmosphere of the movie, the way the way I was reacting to the movie completely changed. Because the last time I saw Cell, he was being intelligent, he was being smart, he was trying to figure stuff out. This Cell Max, which obviously is not the original Cell, just comes out there yelling in a very terrifying way. You can tell that there's something wrong with him. That's not really explained why, but he's just berserk. He's nuts. And talking about a villain that took it, and that's what good villains do. Good villains bring the movie to another level. They change the atmosphere. Their appearance changes everything and affects everybody. And Cell Max did that in a very wonderful way. All that being said, I definitely want to give this movie a 9 out of 10. I really want to give it a 10 out of 10. But in fairness, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Entertaining to say the least. Going back to see it at least 2 or 3 more times. I really enjoyed it. I definitely hope you did too. Leave your thoughts and comments in below. Do I think it was better than Dragon Ball Broly? That's a whole different thing. Dragon Ball Broly, I like the animation style. I mean, way more fighting, so to speak, towards the end. But I definitely, and this is one of the reasons why I give it such a high score. I want to see more of that. That's what's impressive. That's what's impressive. I went into the film not wanting to see this style again, hoping that this movie would flop and that we won't see any more 3D stuff like this again. And I left the movie saying, yeah, do more of that. You did that really good. Keep creating that type of visual style. They may go back to classic 2D and that's fine, but they really are on the edge of creating a very unique experience when you come see Dragon Ball. And I think they should keep going with it. If they didn't, I'd still watch the classic 2D style, but the visual effects in this movie and the effect that the visuals had on me as a viewer, I haven't had that experience before, and I want to see more of it. What are your thoughts, Deep Minds? Did you love the movie? Did you hate it? What were your favorite parts? I think I got to give, if I was going to give this the 3 favorite characters, Cell Max, Gamma 2, and Piccolo. My only other criticism is the transformations. Why? Like, I liked Piccolo's transformation with the second one, the orange. I liked the way it looked. I liked the way he was presented. When I saw I guess you could say screenshots or spoilers on Facebook, I didn't really look at it and it looked stupid, but on the big screen, Orange Piccolo is something else. And Beast Gohan transformation looked amazing. I like the red eyes he had. I like the crazy sadistic look he had when he was getting ready to fight. But I like the surprise Masenko, but it was doing it Piccolo's way and Piccolo head nodding him. I mean, this movie really played on the fans talking about how Piccolo's more of a father to Gohan than Gohan is. I mean, they really did a good job with that. But that I wanted to see more of him. If they make him canon and they do more of what they did with Gohan and Piccolo in this movie and this series, I think it'd be great. I like Gohan and I like Piccolo. Not as much as I like Goku, Vegeta, or Broly, but this movie made them so entertaining. Give me another Gohan and Piccolo movie, and I think that's why I have to give this video at least a 9 out of 10. More out of bias that I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10, if I'm being honest. And my only bias is I don't feel like it deserves a 10 out of 10 because the 3D style. But if I'm really big honest in my heart, this deserves a 10 out of 10. It was an amazing, entertaining experience. And one of the reasons I want to kind of give it a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10 is because I came into the movie with such low expectations. And hearing other people say it was bad and hating the animation style, that I didn't expect it to be good. I didn't see a lot of the trailers, and so it just kept surprising me. Now, if I had walked into that theater expecting it to be great, I think I still would have been astonished. But I think I still would have enjoyed it, but not as much. So I'm going to give it a safe 9 out of 10. I'm going to give the animation 8 out of 10. I'm going to give the writing a 10 out of 10. Characters were really good. Everyone got to kind of play their role to a certain extent. It was really good. And I'm going to go watch it again. But again, Deep Minds, leave your thoughts in the comments below. I think they could have did the transformations better. As far as the reasons for the transformations, I wanted to see more Gohan. Other than that, other than Whis and Beerus looking weird and wanted to see more of Gohan's new transformation, man, this movie's a 9 out of 10. This is Deep Mind 255 out. 1.